Hey there, how's it going? My name is Zoe and my channel is Vegan Mental Iron. It's all about investing in mental iron, which is really just an anagram of environmentalist. So as you can see, I like food. This is a grocery haul video and I really think that good vegan nutrition can help people with their mental health. So I'm going to show you here. This is groceries that would probably last me about 2 weeks, and recently I haven't been going grocery shopping as much. So I'm going to show you how I handle that, what I like to use, and how I might use it to get the most nutritional benefit out of it. So I'll just be showing you the items. Most of this is from Trader Joe's and some of the produce is from just like a standard supermarket. So we'll go through everything. Let's do the frozen stuff first. We have these. There's a couple things that I've eaten as well, so don't judge me. I got these groceries like 2 days ago, and I haven't had time to film because I've been really busy working and doing other things. So these are the Trader Joe's raspberries, frozen raspberries. I like to keep these for smoothies. I have the dark sweet cherries from Trader Joe's. So what's nice about frozen fruit and vegetables is that they're frozen at peak ripeness, and they're often a lot cheaper. It depends where you go. A lot of places, they have very expensive frozen fruit, but that's why I like Trader Joe's. If I had a Costco membership, I would go there because I've seen like those giant bags. They have their like pounds of berries. That seems pretty nice as well. Good option if you have a Costco membership. And yeah, what's nice about the frozen fruit is you don't have to use it immediately. It's not gonna go bad in the fridge if you don't use it right away. I really wanted to try these cauliflower gnocchi from Trader Joe's. Bigger grocery haul for me, and it's actually, you know, 2 separate trips to do 2 different stores that will last me for about 2 weeks. So for me, I like to get a bunch of stuff that's like non-perishable and frozen so that it will last me until the next time I get a chance to get in there. Vegetable gyoza. These are amazing. I'd say this is really something that my boyfriend eats more than I do, and he air fries it. We air fry it in the air fryer, so they don't come out like standard like soft dumplings. They come out crispy, and they're really great. They're not the healthiest thing ever, but for someone who's trying to get more calories in, very good idea. I like to keep frozen vegetables. I usually just keep like stir-fry vegetable mixes in my freezer. So this is one I really like from Trader Joe's. It has, I believe, edamame, mushrooms, and peas, and water chestnuts, which I love, bean sprouts, and bamboo shoots, and carrots. More Asian vegetables. So these ones have baby corn. I actually like them a little bit better. So there's baby corn, red bell pepper, broccoli, and string beans, and also more water chestnuts. So really good. I got 2 of them. I like to just throw them in a copper pan or a non-stick pan. Don't use Teflon, kids. With a little bit of water. Leave it covered for half the time until it starts to cook all the way through, and then I won't add any water because as this melts, it will actually just create all the water that you need in order to cook it through. One last thing is frozen, and then we're gonna get into some non-perishable stuff. Hash browns from Trader Joe's. 2 ingredients, it's dextrose, which is just a preservative, and potatoes. 1 entire container of this is like 400 calories. So I'll just air fry that and then put all the toppings I want on it for a meal. It reminds me of like an omelet in a way, and you get all the veggies on it, and it's really simple and like low maintenance. Put away all this frozen stuff and I'll be right back. So let's move on to some non-perishables. So we have some pasta from Trader Joe's, penne pasta. We have 2 of these. And so those I like to use. I mainly cook them for Dimitri, my boyfriend, or he cooks them for himself. You can make a vodka sauce for the penne with cashew cream and tomato puree or something like that, which is really cheap and easy. You can even just use an almond milk or a cashew milk or something. You make a lot of potato cheese or vegan pesto. So that's always really great to put on top as well. We made some really good mac and cheese with the elbow pasta from Trader Joe's last week. What else? Potatoes. Yes, there's so many potatoes here. Some of these are from Trader Joe's and some of them are from my local market. I found that it's a little bit cheaper for me to get the potatoes at the local market, but they're not all GMO free, so I kind of do a little bit of a split. I needed more russet potatoes from Trader Joe's, so I got some from there. These are really good for making potato cheese sauce. or french fries if you want. Then these are the other ones I got from Trader Joe's, which are Murusaki sweet potatoes, and they're really chock full of antioxidants. Try to eat the skin if you can, it's really good for you. All the other potatoes you see here, I have more. I'll just pull them all together. I've already eaten a good amount of them. So I've eaten a couple sweet potatoes, a couple red potatoes, and a couple russet potatoes from my regular grocery store. So if you can imagine a little bit more of these, and this should last me like a week and a half or 2 weeks or something, depending on how heavily I'm eating potatoes. And a good trick is when you store your potatoes, make sure to keep them separate from onions or garlic or something like that, because they will make the potatoes sprout faster. So keep that in mind. Paid about 15 bucks for all these potatoes, including I think some other potatoes and this cabbage, these 2 cabbages that came from the same grocery store where I got the potatoes. And those guys I will be turning into some sauerkraut. I made some before and it lasted me for quite a while. I think it's in one of my other videos. Just a vlog, no directions on how to do it, but maybe I'll do that soon if you want, let me know. So I got these 3 apples. These are Jonagolds. I actually got them from the same grocery store as all of this. And these 3 lemons, and I like to use those with cooking, hummus and things like that, or with some greens, or on a salad or whatever, or even in lemon water. So I had a bunch more tomatoes from Trader Joe's. I don't know, some weeks we really breeze through the tomatoes really quickly. Like we got 4 from Trader Joe's, we have 1 left, and there's like half of 1 in the fridge, half of 1 with Demetrius right now. It depends on the week, but we go through tomatoes quickly sometimes, other times not so quick. It can be great to store them outside the fridge, but if you're not gonna use them right away, I'd put them in the fridge, otherwise they'll get gross. Also can make your other vegetables ripen faster, so keep that in mind if you're storing them together. So we actually got 2 bags of these. Another one is already opened, and we ate all but 1 of the other ones in the other bag. So 2 days ago, we go through the avocados pretty quickly. We were only buying 1 bag before, and we decided to start buying 2. Because avocados are life. Broccoli. Every single week, I buy 2 of these. I know it's more cost effective if I were to buy the stalks and heads by themselves, but honestly, I just love them so much, and I love how easy it is to cook those. They're already cut up and everything, and whatever I can do to help get my greens and my folate and my iron and all that good stuff, I'll make all of this at once and then just store it in the fridge in a Tupperware so I can just dip into it as I need throughout the week. If I could afford to, I'd probably buy like 5 or 6 bags of these because I love broccoli. I think that's it for all of the produce. Now we're gonna get into the rest of the things. I'm gonna put this stuff away. So, spices are essential if you're gonna be successful as a vegan or a human. Without spices, life is boring, and most food is boring. I think most people really like meat, not because of its flavor, because of the way it's spiced. So when you learn the secret of how to spice other things, you'll be really happy. And I love this Trader Joe's onion salt right here. And, you know, just some plain garlic powder. I find that it's pretty easy to use both of those spices for anything. Like I put most of those on anything savory that I eat, to be honest. I buy a lot of spices in bulk online and stuff, and I'm working through a lot of spices right now, but those I go through the most, and sometimes I just have to repurchase them in the small bottles. And then another thing I really like to use for seasoning is this soy sauce here. I know there's a little bit of a glare from the ring light, I'm sorry, but this is Trader Joe's brand, reduced sodium soy sauce. It's really great. The main thing I probably use it for is savory peanut sauces that I like to do, Thai peanut sauces, whatever, and especially for marinating tofu and tempeh, which brings me to the tofu and tempeh. So I like the sprouted tofu from Trader Joe's, and it's super firm. I like it that way. I think if you press it, it gets a better texture as well, since there's a little bit of obviously liquid in here to keep it fresh. A little bit healthier if it's sprouted, and this is high protein. So good. You can do so much with this. You can make tofu scrambles, you can marinate tofu slices for sandwiches and things like that, or you can dice them for Buddha bowls. And I really love tofu. Don't be afraid of soy, don't be afraid of tofu. These are phytoestrogens, so they're very different than estrogens from animal products, which can't damage you hormonally, and I would not ever think to eat those. They're not good for you, but this is good. This is healthy. You should try it. So we got 2 of these this week and 2 of the tempehs. Tempeh is also a soy product and it has a different texture, and we like this brand. It's really affordable from Trader Joe's. You can do a lot with it. I like to just kind of like smoke it or saute it with a little bit of liquid smoke, a little bit of soy sauce, balsamic vinegar. I just learned that trick. That's a good one. And we got twice as much this week because, yeah, I made a bunch of this kind of stuff last week. Dimitri really liked it, and we're like, let's have some more. So this will probably last us for a couple weeks. Might freeze one of the tofus. These aren't for me. These are from a brand. These are the Puffins peanut butter cereal. He isn't as much of a cook as me, so it's good for him to have something like this around. Yeah, it's vegan. It's not the healthiest thing ever. It's not as high in fat as you might think. The second ingredient is sugar, so you know, it's a good, nice treat to enjoy, but maybe not eat it every day. So it's Trader Joe's pizza dough. This is the herbed one, garlic and herb. So really nice little thing. Just roll it out real easy on a silicone mat or a copper pan, and it has a little oil in it, but you know, this isn't gonna hurt anyone that much. We use this pizza sauce, which is fat-free, and I don't even think there's nothing bad in here except there's a little sugar. This would probably be something more that Dimitri would put on his pizza. I like to use and they're also a little cheaper, the big containers of diced tomato or pureed tomato from Trader Joe's. They do have vegan cheese at Trader Joe's as well. We don't like the way it tastes as much, so we don't usually buy that, but it's there if you want it as a treat. This is vanilla almond milk from Trader Joe's. We already had soy milk. We use the Trader Joe's unsweetened soy milk and unsweetened almond beverage. If you're not trying to buy 2 different milks and you want to get something neutral, I would go for the soy milk, regular unsweetened, and you can always add vanilla extract to it, or get the almond beverage that's unsweetened and unvanilla, so the plain one. So this is great. I love to add it to my coffee. Dimitri uses it on his cereal. And I like it because almond milk does stay good in the fridge for longer. Like most of the time, this will be good for like 30 days. So I don't buy this every week. Sometimes it's like every 2 weeks, and the soy milk also lasts me a while, but you have to be more careful with it because it will go bad faster. So we also have this tangerine juice. This was a bit of a special purchase. I don't buy this all the time, but I really wanted to make a creamsicle smoothie or smoothie bowl, nice cream, whatever you want to call it, this week, so that'll probably be happening. I have a couple things that I've eaten already, so I'll tell you about those once we get through the stuff that's actually here. White kidney beans, I don't buy these all the time, and I have a bunch of dehydrated beans that are cheaper, and I keep them up top. If you've seen my kitchen tour video or pantry tour video, those are really great, but you do have to rehydrate them. It requires a bit more forethought than draining and rinsing some canned beans like this. So I like to use these for basil pesto, or you can use it for a spinach artichoke dip. 79 cents. One of the other really cheap things before that I got, those hash browns. I love them. They're $1.79 at Trader Joe's. That's not bad for a meal. It's very affordable. Anyone tells you being vegan is expensive, do not listen. It is not. This was a more expensive grocery haul. We'll get into the money later, but this is gonna last me a couple weeks, so not bad. You know, you can be vegan expensively or cheaply or whatever. At my local supermarket, that they have these, I don't think you can really tell, like scale-wise, how big this is. This is huge. This is 6 pounds, 14 ounces. So basically 7 pounds of chickpeas, and that's including the water they're in, which is called aquafaba, which you can do some cool cooking stuff with as well. You can use it as an egg substitute in baking to make meringues or all this crazy stuff. Some people have a hard time digesting beans, so you just always want to rinse them as well as you can. Normally I get smaller containers than this, but this was $6 for this giant thing. This will last a long time. I can make hummus with this. I can make, my personal favorite thing to do with this is to make vegan tuna salad, which you can make oil-free, or you can make it a little more decadent by using vegan mayo. So this is the one from Trader Joe's. It's not my favorite one. I really like the Vegenaise, the soy-free one. So we got this. It's not bad. It's not the healthiest thing ever. But a trick, if you want to use less of this when you are making your chickpea tuna salad, if you use avocado instead, you can make it completely oil-free. Definitely fun video coming up on how to do this. It's really low-key. I left this one potato out to remind myself to talk to you about potatoes, because potatoes are essential. Starches are essential on a vegan diet. I made a video about it, but a lot of vegans aren't vegan anymore. social media vegans, online vegans. Want to have compassion for everybody, don't want to judge anyone, but I just want to make sure people know that you can be healthy on a vegan diet and you can get all the nutrients you need. And a big key for that, I would say, would be nutritionfacts.org. Can give you a lot of really great information on this. And friggin' potatoes. Potatoes are my saving grace, and depending on what kind you eat, you can get different nutrients, antioxidants. Beautiful. Leave the skin on, people. It's so good. Have the red potatoes, have the sweet potatoes. The russet potatoes are still really good for you. I wanted to talk to you about potatoes and making sure you eat enough carbs when you're transitioning to a vegan diet, making sure you're eating enough calories, getting enough protein, getting all your micronutrients, because if you don't, your body will be confused just the way it would be if you're malnourished on a standard American diet. Veganism is beautiful. Veganism is about more than just your diet and health, but if you don't have your health, it's really hard for you to promote veganism if you're not feeling your best. So I think it's really important to make sure you're feeling your best and you're learning everything you can about nutrition. It may seem like this big responsibility or this, I don't know, overwhelming task, but trust me, it'll be so worth it for you, and I really think that it can change your life. Personally, it changed mine, and we'll talk about that in depth more one day, because I have some crazy stories about who I used to be and who I am now, and like, it's silly to think like it's from a diet, but it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, and I'll eat this way forever. We'll always be vegan. It's a beautiful thing, so try it out. Try some grocery shopping. Get some of this stuff, even if you're still buying meat and dairy and other things like that. Try to incorporate more of the kind of stuff that I showed you here, and try some of the tricks I told you. And I just want to go over the price real quick and any items that got eaten already so that you know. This grocery haul from Trader Joe's, pretty much all that was paid for was this in that one shopping trip. So everything on here, we're gonna add $15 for all the other potatoes and cabbage, and I think there was actually some celery not pictured in this school photo. I don't know why I said that. Everything on here you pretty much saw from Trader Joe's, except for the mochi green tea balls, which I ate pretty much immediately when we got back. I ate one bag of gnocchi, the cauliflower gnocchi, I never know if I'm saying that right. Oh, Dimitri got the jumbo cinnamon rolls with icing from Trader Joe's, and those are vegan. The pumpkin ones they have, the seasonal pumpkin ones they have in like the fall are also vegan. So just if you want like a really unhealthy, decadent, tasty treat, he ate them all. As with him right now is the multi-grain bread from Trader Joe's, really good stuff. He likes using it for sandwiches. I'll insert a picture here because I was seeing the pictures of them all over Instagram, and they're these like chocolate brownie and vanilla lemon cream cookies from Trader Joe's that I really wanted to try, and we finally found them and they were really good. Let me give you a little pro tip though. One, I think the chocolate ones are better. I think the lemon ones, there's a little too much sugar in. You need to air fry these or put them in your oven, and they will just, oh, they'll be so good, and you will just, And something I did also was like, I was like stacking mochi. I broke the cookie up into pieces, and then I like would stack a mochi on top of the cookie, which I've been known to do with the vegan Oreos and stuff too. And like something about like, you know, green tea mochi is still kind of sweet, but it's got a little bit of a bitterness to it, and it goes really well with chocolate in my opinion. So that was delicious. The total that we spent on all of this was $102.27. And then there was $15 on the potatoes and other produce. That's $117.27. And divided by 2 people, that's $58.63. So even if you're 2 people, I think most people spend about that much for a week anyway. So you could do this every week and get this much food, and you know, you might not use all of it, but what's great is a lot of this food, it's non-perishable or freezable, and it'll last you a lot longer. So you have like, you can start to build up like a back stock in your pantry so that you have like essentials and staples ready to go when you need them. But again, if this is not within your budget, $60, maybe that's too much for you to spend every single week, you know, because a lot of people in this world are not as fortunate as us and can't spend as much money on groceries, and I hear you. So this can be made to last longer if you add in some rice and other proteins and beans that are cheap. And this could definitely last us 2 weeks, and we have only been going grocery shopping for 2 weeks. So if you divide that again by 2, that's about 30 bucks a week per person for groceries, which I think is pretty good, pretty manageable. I'm not making a ton of money right now. I've made more money in my life, in my career. So, you know, this is me on a budget a little bit, and it's definitely manageable. I'm getting everything else I need to be paid. I got student loans, I got expenses, girl, I got rent, I got stuff. So just trust me, like, you can do this affordably and nutritionally, healthfully, and amazingly, and I believe in you. And if you have any questions or suggestions of other amazing foods that you like to incorporate in your diet, please let me know and share with me any grocery tips you have. Maybe you like to go to Costco. Like, do you think it's worth it to get a membership? Because I don't have one, and I've thought about it because it's right next to the Trader Joe's. Let me know your favorite hacks, your favorite foods. If you think, I don't know, this isn't nutritionally adequate, if you have any ideas for things I could eat that are a little healthier. I like to do my research. I don't eat the same thing every week, but I have my staple favorites for sure. I'm always trying to improve my nutrition. I don't claim to be an expert, although I am a certified nutritionist, and my health has been pretty amazing, save for some things that had nothing to do with diet, that I have been moving through gracefully. I have videos about getting off hormonal birth control. I'm really grateful to be in a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, and to be able to share that with you. And I really appreciate you watching my videos and tuning in and like trying to learn these kind of things, even if you're not vegan. Curiosity is a beautiful thing, and thanks for checking me out and watching this, and let me know anything you thought about this video in the comments below. And please subscribe if you're new to my channel. I really appreciate you being here, and hit that notification bell down in the corner so you get notified every time I post a new video. It really helps me grow my channel and reach more people, which is really important to me because I really believe in the vegan message because of how good it is for health, the environment, and the animals. On that note, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm gonna go put away the rest of these groceries and go cuddle my amazing little bird. So thank you so much again for watching. Give me a thumbs up with your weird thumb. I got really weird thumbs, missing a joint. It's called brachydactyl. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Super caffeinated. Thank you for watching. Let's go.